Hey, what's up, guys? This is Alex. Welcome to that Heavy Metal Podcast. Today, I want you to check out my interview with Murder of Crows. They will be playing January 5th, this Friday, at Naked Lounge at 7 p.m. All ages show, $10 at the door. You also have Immortal. You also will have Junum and the Evil of Man as well. So definitely come out and celebrate the new year the right way over at Naked Lounge this Friday. In the meantime, this interview is going to be basically introducing the band in a way where you get to know the band members and their influences and what they have coming up pretty soon. If you want to get in contact with the band, find them at Instagram, Murder of Crows Band, but it's murder_of_crows_band on Instagram. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so give us your name and instrument.
My name is Glenn Truitt, and I play bass.
I'm Oliver. I play guitar. I also play drums in October Oliver.
My name is Brian. I'm the vocalist.
My name's Paul, and I'm the drummer.
Okay, so I wanted to know what is the songwriting process for you guys, and also your song lyrics, like what inspires your song lyrics?
You want to? I'll take it. I think. Well, I don't think you guys have any songs written before I joined the band. Okay, so I think. Well, most of them we just we have a group chat, and I think the first one that we came up with was Tinnitus, and that's the shortest one. Yeah. And Paul sent a recording of him playing a beat, and then I just kind of sat in my room and wrote along to how the drums were going, and that was probably the simplest one. And then the rest of them we just went into we would just play in Paul's garage a lot, and it would just usually the first 30 minutes of it is just random noises happening, and then I'll play something cool, and then Paul will usually kind of pick stuff out and kind of piece stuff together. There's actually he'll pull videos of us playing together for different dates and stuff. Sometimes riffs that are in completely different tunings, and then he'll piece it together into a video and then email it to everybody.
I love the
we had a
it works though.
Yeah. There's this one riff that it's not in a song that we've played live yet, but it's what do you want to call it? You know what I'm talking about, right? The clown
Oriental riff?
The Oriental riff. And I wish I had the video of it. There's just he pieced it together, so it's 4 minutes of just all these different riffs that I've just played throughout a couple months. And one of them was on a baritone. So if you were gonna play it live, I would have to switch guitars mid song. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But I guess that answers that.
Anyway.
Yeah, I like our
scrapbook approach to songwriting.
Lyric wise, most of my stuff I just well, for the most part I write the lyrics, but Paul wrote a lot of the lyrics for which was it?
Inferno.
Yeah, it was Inferno. I only wrote a couple of that just to go along with what he wrote, so that wasn't much of anything. But lyric wise, when I do write lyrics, it's mostly based off of my own experiences and my own political views and such. The song Gluttony, which is about the American government, that was I think I just thought of everything that I didn't exactly like about the American government, that couldn't all fit into one. But what was I gonna say? I don't know. It's just most other artists, it's based off self and such. So yeah.
More self-reflective.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. And so also I wanted to know what were your influences as well. What were some of the bands or artists or art forms that also influences you guys creatively?
So
Yes, of course. Yeah, you can't see this, but I'm actually wearing a Meshuggah shirt right now. But Meshuggah is my personal number one influence. I think Thomas Hake, who's the drummer for Meshuggah, is the best metal drummer of all time. I love polyrhythms. There's a lot of that in our music, specifically gluttony. Gluttony is actually very inspired by the breakdown in Future Breed Machine, but we have a gravity blast over it and we're hitting a different chord, so I guess it's different enough. But yeah, so we love them, or I love them personally. Another influence is Aphex Twin. We specifically, me and Oliver were huge ambience fans, so just like injecting like ambience in there, it really adds a lot of like really sick dynamics, which makes the songs just a lot more interesting to listen to than if it's just like heavy riffs all the time. Also, another thing for me personally, recently I've been listening to like a bunch of Archspire. Like I love Gravity Blasts. Spencer Pruitt, super awesome drummer. So yeah.
A lot of influences for like my vocals would probably be like some, I guess not really underground, but there's this band. It's called Trash Panda. It's like it's like slam kinda, but I don't know if it is slam. It might be. Also
Capitation kinda.
Yeah, that was gonna be another one of my influences, was Kettle Decap, of course. Cannibal Corpse, and this isn't like completely like, not like 100%, but a little bit of Suicide Silence. I do like the vocals for that. So yeah, and I do take a bit of influence from grindcore and gore grind and such.
I feel like, well, okay, let me say this. Before I started, like, playing with these guys a lot, I didn't play, like, a ton of guitar, so I didn't have, like, a ton of reference for, like, what I could say, like, my sound was. So I would just kind of pick shit up and then start throwing it against the wall for songs here. But, like, the stuff I listen to a lot, like, if it's going to be, like, kind of heavier shit, would be, like, there's this band called Drop Dead, like, I listen to, like, every day, which is just like Power Islands, and then Converge, Slint. I like Slint a lot. But also, yeah, just like, I don't know, just random kind of shit. Like, we would just be kind of playing, and then like things every now and then, like from different bands that I've heard, would just kind of pop in the music. Like Black Midi, for sure. Yeah, and Gluttony, for sure. That's but just kind of all over the place for that. Yeah.
I got a lot of my influence from Les Claypool. He's an amazing bassist. And then a lot from Sepultura. Sepultura is really good. And Cannibal Corpse. Cannibal Corpse is really good. And then Korn really got me into playing bass metal. Yeah. And then I listen to a lot of technical death metal, so like one of my favorite technical death metal bands is Blotted Science and Opeth, and like, yeah.
Okay, so now we want to know exactly what's going on as far as the new music is concerned. So we wanted to know how's the new music coming along, and when will the EP drop?
All right, so Miles, who's renowned, the Naked Lounge here. He's recording and mixing our stuff. We're finished recording. Currently he is on vacation, but we should be able to get the stems from him shortly. And is it November 31st or December 1st?
December 1st.
Okay. So as of right now, December 1st.
Yeah.
We do not have them, but we should have all the stems soon, and then we'll get those mixed. So it should hopefully be out by early to mid-January, I think seems
Very soon. Yeah.
all right. I think seems like a good guess.
Hell yeah. And
What was the other part of the question?
well, how's it coming along, and basically when's the EP gonna drop?
Oh, okay.
We are working on music for our album that we want to come out with eventually, and me and Paul have been working on a song called Scalping for Fun that I'm really excited about, and I can't wait for Oliver to check it out because he's going to have a lot of interesting things to add to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Really excited.
It's been a little tough trying to get back into like writing again since since like school and like generally fall comes along, just things kind of start moving a little slower. So, but I am excited to like kind of pick up the pace like when we can, for sure.
So how did you guys form? How did Murder of Crows come together?
To this one death metal show at the Naked Lounge. Do you remember which one it was?
Unfortunately, I don't, but it's okay.
Remind him.
I think it was the one with maybe Degeneracy. It could be, I don't know.
They're like
but
some grind variant.
something like that. But yeah, I was watching the band and like, you know how people cheer like when after a song and such. I did vocals after like as a cheering. It was dumb, but Paul, he saw that and he was like, yo, what's up? Could you tell your side of it?
All right, should I go into the X band?
Yeah.
All right, so basically, actually for a little while there, I actually played with Drew and Daniel of Sedition. I was on drums, Daniel was on guitar, and Drew was also on guitar. Daniel is actually a really fucking good guitarist. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why he doesn't play more guitar, because the dude shreds. He's pretty crazy. But anyways, regardless, so that basically just didn't go anywhere. We just kind of stopped playing at some point, whatever. But then I met up with Brian over here, and shit's been golden ever since.
Right, for sure. And then how did you guys join?
So basically, no, I was. It's my turn to share. So basically, I was talking to a friend of Brian's, and and I was playing bass, and she told me that her friend was trying to start a band in Chico, and that they needed a bass player. So I hit Brian up, and then Brian asked Paul, and then I like showed up one day, and then I played My Name Is Mud by Primus, and Paul loved me, and that was it.
So basically, I was broke. I was on the side of the street, and I smelled bad. And Paul came by, and he also smelled bad, but he smelled a little better than me.
Let's go.
And he was like, "Hey, take this guitar and come to my garage, and we're gonna make something out of you." And then I just became the greatest guitar player ever. And yeah, I mean, it's just been incredible. I'm so grateful to that Paul got me out of that situation. Very humble beginnings, yeah.
I also want to mention that we did have a few more guitarists before that did not work out.
Who we don't speak of.
Yeah, well, some of them were nice, and then some of them were not very nice.